Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. And it's Sunday, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying the day. I know a couple hours ago I had this deck profile that I posted for you guys. The whole Believe in Your Bro UFOroid Fighter double Duelist skill card deck. And it was really cool. So I also said that I wanted to speed duel spotlight something, and I couldn't think of anything better than actually talking about the key card for the deck, the UFOroid Fighter. Now, I know what I said in his deck. I know that I said, like, you got to use the skill to play it. Well, you really don't. And chances are we might not have to, guys. So rather than me going about all of that, let me go over the card. Let me then give you the reasoning behind that stuff. And then you guys use your wonderful minds and you figure out for yourselves which one you hope is going to be true. Because if it is, this is going to be crazy. So first, how do we make this guy? You need a UFOroid plus any warrior. And then a fusion summon of this can only be done with the above fusion materials. I actually think you're not allowed to use fusion substitution cards, which is the whole reason I didn't actually use Goddess with the Third Eye when I was making the deck. But what ends up happening is the original attack and defense of this card become the combined attack and defense of the two material cards used for the fusion. Now, the way that we play this deck, and again, I don't feel like this is going to give away too many spoilers. We were using the UFOroid Fighter and the Elemental Hero Sparkman, just because, it's Jaden and Cyrus for the skill card. So I felt like obligated to do some e-heroes. And again, this could have been way better. Again, Konami could have given us, instead of Reinforcement of the Army, they could have given us Emergency Call. I could have been ripping into Blade Edge instead of Sparkman, at which point we're talking about a 2,600 point base before you get to this for like 3,800. It's insane, right? Like, that would be an insane UFOroid Fighter on the level of like the Arcana Knight, Joker, or whatever he is. And that would have been fine. But again, they did make sure that we only got Reinforcement of the Army. So that's fine. So then you can only go up to 4-star. And they only gave us as high as Sparkman for the attack strength, which is great. I'm not upset with it. We probably won't get Prisma, and we won't get Prisma for the fact of the UFOroid itself. Being able to change the name of the card would probably make this too easy to play. In addition, the one thing that's actually going to break this card is, since it is just a warrior, this could be just any type of warrior. So like if anybody's playing like a Tech Dawn Zalug, Rip the Hand type deck, or I don't know if any of the monarchs that are currently in the game are warrior. I think Karaz might be the only one. Things like that are going to happen. Elemental hero decks. But I'm worried about super polymerization in Speed Duel, because the way that this UFOroid Fighter is read, he is essentially half of a fusion trap. And by those, I mean cards like Starving Venom Fusion Dragon that say, well, you just need 2 dark attributes. So we can use both of our opponent's cards because of the way that super polymerization reads. And then at that point, all we need our opponent to do is be playing dark, which is pretty easy. Dark, light are usually like the 2 top attributes in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the reason I'm worried about the super polymerization is because if you guys are looking at what we're going to be getting at the end of March, or at least it's projected for the end of March for now, we're going to get the Duelist of Shadows box. This is going to be the Shadow Riders. You can already see Supreme King Jaden's on there. We've already got the 3 Sacred Beasts here on the side. If we turn it up, not that that's really going to help me much, but that does look like that might be Astro Phoenix or somebody in the middle. I don't know. I can't tell who they are. But we can do this. We can go down through here. It's going to be like $30 a box. It's great. Blah, 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 blah. 8 pre-constructed decks. So this is pretty much going to be the Battle City Plus. So Supreme King is going to be our Jaden. So Dark Heroes plus Ubel, that's when super polymerization was introduced. Now they're talking about getting the Dark Fusion, but we might get a skill card that's going to be ran like super polymerization, which again could make it fair. Again, we're going to get more vampires. So anybody who wanted a Vampire Lord doesn't want to pay the price for an ultra rare, looks like we're going to get him here. Titan, this is the guy that played the Archfiends or Archfiends early on against Jaden and then came back as a Shadow Rider. Tanya, the Amazon Rider, she's going to be in here. So more Amazoness cards are going to get spread in, more than what we got for my Valentine. Amnail was actually he was the Red Dorm teacher, and also like a homunculus, which means, and again, I think this is the reason why we got Dimensional Fisher and Macrocosmos back. I think for the people like me who no longer have the Helios cards, I do think this is how we're going to get our copies of Helios, which is going to be fantastic. Now, they are still keeping 3 characters a secret, and I'm totally fine with that. And it says that we're going to get 20 skills, 8 main for the pre-constructed, an additional skill for each of those to let you customize, plus 4 more skills. And if you picked up the Battle City, blah, 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 you try your hand at assembling the Dark Scorpions. So I guess the Dark Scorpion gang is going to be fully in here, which is actually going to be fantastic, which again brings up another reason why you'd want to play UFOroid Fighter with like a super polymerization effect, because they're all warriors, guys. So that's going to be like a big deal. And again, it looks like 3 of your 8 secrets are going to be the Sacred Beasts. So they may get the same treatment the Egyptian gods did, where they did not come as a common, only as a secret rare, which is, again, fine. I like the Sacred Beasts. I can't wait to build those decks. And then by that time, hopefully, we have it figured out. We've got the schedules around here figured out to where we can start presenting you guys some actual duels, at which point we will be dueling mostly like speed duel and another format I've been working on for the last year or two. I want to be able to show you guys that stuff and just have more fun. But UFOroid Fighter, kind of niche right now. Just more or less a tag along. But I do see big things coming for this card, as long as we either get a skill that is super polymerization or straight up get the super polymerization spell card. And right now, this is like the only fusion I could think of that would truly benefit from super polymerization. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's very cheap. Obviously, it comes with the boxes. If you bought the boxes, you got the card. So pricing is going to be irrelevant. I don't remember if you could get this guy as a secret rare. I know that I pulled out my common today. Outside of that, I really want to thank you guys for listening to this. This is just a little bit longer than most of my normal spotlights. And hopefully my bit of theory is going to prove true. And this isn't just like a wasted 10 minutes of me going on about a card I wish was better. So guys, I hope that you all have a great day. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Do all of the things, my friends. Don't do them if you don't want to. Obviously, nobody's going to force you. There's one thing I'm going to force you to do, okay? That is, take 5 to whatever minutes today and set that aside for yourself and go do something for you. Okay, I don't care what it is. Go cook your favorite meal. Go get your favorite drink. Go watch your favorite show. Whatever it is, take some time for you today, because you deserve it. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys again later. Peace.